can you answer some of the critics that say you're racist directly in a way that comments on what was written in the LAist? If you could talk a bit about those, so once we've talked about those, and if anyone wants to address them further, they can, but really just dealing with that and giving you a voice.
Sure. Who do I talk to? Okay. Hey, how are you guys? Thank you for setting this up. Thank you for phoning us in on a business trip from Chicago. From April 19th onward, there has been a targeted character assassination, PR blitz from the other side. So that's something that I've had to realize. I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't have all of the responses ready to go. And I had a team of people that were new to this, who were prepared to talk extensively about the incumbent's record, but had nothing to say about things that we knew well in advance could become issues if people questioned my character. So all of the responding to all the negative things aside, I think that's really where, as a campaign and as a candidate, I made a strategic blunder. I'll have to live with that for the next 13 days, and maybe for the rest of my life, maybe for the next 9.5 years in this neighborhood, that I was not prepared for that. The last 2 weeks of negative press. Specifically with the LAist article, the intent of that article was not to inform. The intent of that article was to cut bits and pieces out of something I'd done online and turn it into a picture of someone that I'm not, because I'm not a racist, I'm not a bigot, I'm not a transphobe. Frankly, I don't hate Latino people, but these are things that were said with the intent of driving voters away from the polls, driving people away from civic engagement, and destroying the citizen-led effort that this whole campaign has been founded on. And I'd be happy to go through each one of the different allegations, I guess you could say, but it's been hard to know how to respond, given how quickly the message from a blog was taken and reported as gospel truth, and that these biased summaries were spread around. It's hard to know where to begin apologizing and what to apologize for. How do you apologize for being a racist if you're not a racist? So in the moment of last week, we should have had a response formulated months ago, and clearly there wasn't one. And we've had to move some people that were fundamental to the campaign to the side. They're still helping on the sidelines, and thankfully find some folks that can, in the next 13 days, get this campaign moving in the right direction again. But so I'll leave it there. There still probably opens up more questions, and I know there are many people that want to have those answered, so I'll just let you go on to what you had next.
Yeah, thank you. I'd just like to sort of add to that, I was thinking about, did everyone watch the Correspondents' Dinner with Hassan Minhaj? Yeah. So he said to the press, you have to be on your A game, and this article really wasn't. And I could respect an article that questioned Joe, but also that had the other side of it and didn't rip things up into redact things and then rip it up into little chunks that were very Breitbart style. So that just was a kind of higher level awareness of what real journalism is meant to do. That did not happen here, and I think going to source is really important.